Yeah, let's just take a moment of silence for Shannon Sharpe. Okay, it's Jay here, your accountability coach and ghetto psychologist, and it is my life's purpose to help Black people navigate this patriarchal system of white supremacy. Oh my God. Just me saying my title alone and thinking about what is going on with Shannon Sharpe is crazy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do something I don't normally do. I think a gnat just flew up my nose. What the hell? Ew, it did. Oh my God, just killed a gnat in my nose. See, that's how you know what's going on with Shannon. I'm sorry to be digging in my nose. I'm not editing a goddamn thing out of here. Social media won't see it, but y'all pay for the experience. Jesus. Y'all with that just flew in my nose. I got to. I just got to take one hit. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm not too far away from the mic. I mean, let me be great. My last little hit of weed. Taking a little break for a few days. That wasn't shit. But anyway, that's how terrible. You see how just a gnat just flew up my nose. My pipe won't let me be great. That's how terrible a situation Shannon is going through. I don't feel bad for him. I'm not even disappointed. I'm irritated. I'm irritated that in 2025, the climate that we are in, the examples of Black men who have been caught up in their own sexual deviance, such as R. Kelly, such as P. Diddy, such as I mean, the list goes on if we start talking about further back, or even if we start talking about the white people, the white men who have been getting caught up. Your men, I want y'all to know one thing and one thing only. I don't care how invincible you think you are, how much money you have. If you are a Black man, you need to learn self-control. Y'all don't have the privilege. I mean, no man really does in this climate, but to be real, Black men have it less privilege. Y'all don't have the privilege to be sexually deviant, especially with other race girls. I'm gonna say it one more time. Hopefully, it's a little bit clearer. If you are a Black man, I don't care how much money you have, how much power you get, how much status you get, how much fame. You do not have the privilege to exhibit sexual deviance with mixed race girls. You don't have the privilege. Sorry. I know y'all be, ooh, damn it, man. This camera, I don't never screw it in. I got the proper setup. I just don't properly set it up. But y'all don't have the privilege to do that shit. I don't know what trick y'all into believing it. The thing is, like I said, and I say this all the time, and I'm gonna keep saying this. It's gonna be in my book. I'm gonna say it in my content, probably over and over again when it calls for. The problem with Black men is y'all. Again, I say this. Y'all align yourself with maleness, masculinity. You don't see you are a Black man until situations like this happen, or when it is beneficial to you to call out your Blackness. These are the Uncle Tom types, right? But I wouldn't even just say it's all Uncle Tom. I think a lot of Black men have this mindset, sadly, where they would rather align with being male over being Black because they know that they have male privilege. But what fucks them up is they don't realize you don't have the same male privileges as a white man. You can't play by their rules. Hello. It's not designed for you to. forever in a day to them, you are going to be just like that caricature of a black man in that movie, The Birth of a Nation. Hide your wives, hide your daughters. They out here raping everybody. That is what they think of you black men. They established this thought process less than 100 years ago. Coming up on 100, but less than 100. Y'all don't have the privileges to do this shit with these mixed race girls, especially the white ones. We keep saying that the girl, the accuser, is Hispanic. That bitch is white. Y'all keep forgetting that white people can be Hispanic. Race is about phenotype. Phenotypically, if I look at her, she's white. I'm not seeing a bit of Hispanic. Maybe Spanish. They still be looking white. If she was Italian, I might have been a little confused because the Italian people look distinct. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But dead ass, like, no, the girl was white. And I'm not, like I said, the reason I can't be disappointed is because if black men don't know this in 2025, I don't know who the fuck they are around. I don't know who raised them. I don't know shit. Like, I don't know what type of black man you are in 2025. And Mace, what's that Mace? I don't know if it was Mace or Cameron, but he said something so profound, which is true. Well, it wasn't that profound, but I mean, it's truth. It's a lot of truth in what he said. He said, you can't mess with a white girl unless you are thinking about committing to her marriage, truthfully. Because when y'all fuck around with these white girls, and it be what's the word I'm looking for? An arrangement, an entanglement, so you will. It's an arrangement y'all have where we know that it's transactional. You better get some paperwork and you better be on your P's and motherfucking Q's. I would say don't do it at all, but you niggas can't stop your dick. Your dick got more control over you than you do. And that's a major problem. That is a major issue with niggas like Shannon Sharpe. When you can't practice self-control, you will lose control of everything. You might have the best self-control in your professional life, meaning you can up level much like Shannon did, right? You can work hard and you can gain all of these things. But because you don't have self-control, one split decision can have you losing all that shit. Not having self control will cause you to lose control of everything. Because with self control comes consequential thinking, with self control comes awareness. You know, I don't know how the fuck Shannon didn't have the foresight, but everybody that sat in that chair in front of him has given him hints. Everybody else had the foresight. Cat Williams didn't say it as blatantly as Monique, but he basically told him the same thing when he was saying all of these comedians go after what type of woman, and they all looked us, and that's what the girl looked like what Cat Williams was describing as the wives of these comedians, such as Omar Epps, Mike Epps, my bad, y'all, Mike Epps. I don't even want to go down the list because I don't want to, I ain't trying to knock nobody today. But we have to really think about these things. And let's entertain some things that I heard before, which can have a little truth to them. At one point, we thought that Unc Shannon was a little funny, right? And it's crazy. Again, like I said, and we see this in behaviors. I don't know why people want to deny what the patriarchy does when the proof is really right there if you can see. If you can see, right? A black man especially, who is fragile in his masculinity, being accused of being gay, whether he actually has tendencies or not, it doesn't even really matter. As long as his masculinity is fragile enough, he is going to go through extremes to prove that he is not gay and that he is masculine. He is a man. This is why I think this sex audio that came out and was leaked by Unc Shannon, I think that was a setup. Every time he got a chance to fuck, my bad. Every time he got a chance to fuck, every time he had a chance to move himself away from the LGBTQ plus community, he would. Like when they accused him of being in a relationship with his stylist, he could have just been like, nah, man, y'all doing too much. That's just my stylist. That's my friend. It's like my little brother. Chill out on me. He could have just said that. And the world, still, some people would have made their speculations, but people would have mostly let it go. But to remove yourself from the presence or environment of this person, it looks like you have some inner demons that you are trying to fight. A man that is comfortable again in his masculinity and his sexuality, that would not have bothered him so much that he would fire or ruin a relationship with someone that was working for him. It bothered him. And Shannon is a black man from the South. How old is he? 56. So he was born in the 69, 69. Yeah, so he grew up in the 70s. And is he Generation X or a boomer? He's Generation X. I think that's Generation X, like the beginning of it. So he's Gen X, the product of a boomer. I'm the product of a boomer too, but I'm not Gen X. Um, so he grew up in a very contentious time in America, and he grew up in the South. So he had to deal with these cornbread fed white boys when he was playing sports, who probably called him a nigger. I mean, even back then in the 80s, give or take, 80s, early 90s, it was still a lot of racial discrimination going on, a lot of racism going on in the 90s. So he probably Fo probably slipped and called him the N word a couple times. Or he just saw the difference in treatment from these white men and these white boys. And that made him mad. Like it makes a lot of black men mad. And what do? They always, like I said before, black men think that it is um a get back to fuck these old phase daughters or granddaughters. How can I make y'all feel bad? By sticking your penis in her. I don't know how y'all equate sex, and that's another issue that black men have. Men in general, but of course, I'm always talking about black men. They equate sex to a devaluation. I don't know if that's a word, but like to the devaluing of a woman. It like they have this mindset that if I fuck this girl, she's less valuable now. So they think, like Shannon probably thought, I'm gonna have sex with this white girl. I'm gonna fulfill out this fantasy of power over a white woman. It's not even a woman, really. She's a girl. But over this white woman, I'm gonna do this over her. And that's gonna do something that's gonna heal something in me, that inferiority complex I have when it comes to white men. I'm gonna use your daughter or your granddaughter to get back at you. Proverbially, of course, it's probably not nobody close to him, granddaughter, because for you people take shit literally. But it's daunting, right? It's sad. It's sad. I think that's what it is. I'm irritated, but really I'm irritated because it's sad. I'm not disappointed. I can't call it a disappointment because disappointment would mean I had higher hopes. And these days I don't have hope when it comes to black men. I'm so sorry to say that. Anytime, especially in this period for the last 2 or 3 years, karma been on y'all ass. I said this, oh my God, when did I say this? It might have been 4 or 5 years ago. I said this on a Facebook post. Maybe I'll find it, maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm not gonna go look for it. I ain't gonna lie. But I said karma's coming after the masculine, especially. If you are a man in this season, karma's on your ass. Because y'all got to get y'all shit together. The planet is telling you, the universe is telling you, hey, the way y'all are treating women, it's not right. That's why women are not having as many babies right now. That's why y'all are facing an epidemic of loneliness, right? Women are choosing to be lonely and men are forced to be lonely. You get what I'm saying? Because it is so contentious within this gender war between man and woman. And the problem is, excuse me, like I said, the lack of self awareness with me and like Shannon. He forgot he was black, much like OJ. These niggas forget they black because they got money and fame and status. They forget, and they like, oh yeah, I got the money that a white man typically have. Let me go do the wild shit that I know that these motherfuckers be doing. Why is it that a white man can get a black woman and they do? Trust me, I've been paid to do this before. But why is it a white man can get a black woman to degrade them and don't hardly nothing really go wrong? But the moment I do it, the moment you can't play by them rules, nigga, you is still a man, a black man. I'm sorry, you still a black man. Don't forget the black part. That's why I keep telling y'all. Y'all niggas keep aligning yourself with masculine values and masculinity, which is really toxic masculinity. It's not the healthy form of masculinity. It's fuck, 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 fuck as many bitches as I can. Right? Y'all keep leaning into that shit, and then wondering why your lack of self control is leading you to lose every fucking thing you built, bitch. Hello. Hello. Women keep telling y'all, learn to keep your dick in your pants and your head on a fucking swivel, bitch. It's getting tired. It's getting tired. I am tired of stories like Shannon Sharpe. I'm not, like I said, I'm not disappointed because the disappointment means that I had higher hopes. I am tired of stories like Shannon Sharpe because you niggas won't learn. It is just, it's sad and it's irritating. I'm not angry, but I am very irritated by it. Because in 2025, you telling me you still don't know no better? Malcolm done told y'all. Martin done showed y'all. If y'all would stop believing that white women are better or more docile or more lenient or more, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. All of the other words I just said, and you insert the adjective. Shit. If y'all would stop thinking that, if y'all would work through the issues you have with the racism you experience, the systemic racism you experience, the generational trauma you experience, if y'all would work through that shit, if you would learn how to express your sexuality in a healthy way, if y'all would learn to work through that shit and not be so afraid of being accused of being fucking gay or being a gay ally and what that might look like, if y'all would stop giving a fuck what niggas thought, oh my God, black men will be so on top of the world, child. The first problem y'all have is the dick in your pants and the lack of self control thereafter. It is sad. It makes me want to throw up because okay, and I'm gonna leave. I don't know how long I've been on here. I might leave. This might be from the clip. on social media. So I'm gonna leave this part in. I'm gonna end on this note on this clip though. Hell, I don't forgot what I was about to say. Oh, girl, the neurodivergent. Oh, okay. I want y'all to think about what happened to Shannon, and I want y'all to consider how many high profile black women you know that this happened to. The way y'all talk so much shit about black women, how many black women you know high profile that this has happened to or would happen to? Who you think it would happen to? And I'm not here to say that these women are perfect. Hell no. But I'm saying black women are not going to put themselves in a position. We barely gonna date anyone younger, right? But you got a couple of people who've been coming out doing that. That's their prerogative. I'm not with it, but whatever. Kishko. But you won't see a black woman in no position like this very rarely. Not gonna a black woman is not finna give up or lose everything because she don't have self-control with her vagina. She's not gonna be that fucking dick hungry. And if she does, she's gonna be smart in how she handles the situation. You niggas just want little girls too. As close to a little girl you can get. Because again, I don't know what it is, child, in this theory of a younger girl having that snapper because the older I get, this thing, who's the sheik packing way more power than she did when I was 18, 19. Fuck is you saying, nigga? The truth of the matter, you niggas can't keep up with older women. You think, you think it's be the older women that can't keep up with your old ass. It be y'all most of the time. Can't even go 2 or 3 rounds. Meanwhile, our old asses be sitting here. Let me start calling myself old. I'm not old. I'm older. I'm not old. I'm just not young. That's what I tell people. But y'all be sitting there, can't even get it up for the third round. I'm 35. I can still go rounds. Preferably would. But y'all be like 35 and can barely last for one round. So for y'all to want to be in your 50s and 60s and dating these younger girls as if you like you tricking yourself into believing that they're going to sexually perform better than older women who have more experience, who has more bodily awareness now. It don't happen like that. Like y'all want little kitties instead of these Thundercats. Cause I keep the older I get, I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna start working, but she's good. She's real good. She's amazing. Bet way better than when I was 18, 19. Fuck. Y'all be talking about it. And I think most women know that the older we get, the coochie don't. It don't get worse for most of us. It does not get worse. It gets better. It gets better. But you men have taught yourselves into thinking that no, we want the tight, the right. No, you want the easily controlled. You want the easily controlled. So I don't know what y'all fascination is with white bitches. I don't know your fascination with these young girls. Like I said, excuse me. Like I said, often there is not a gay agenda. There is a PDF agenda. These motherfuckers want y'all to date young women, young children. They want y'all to be able to do that. They want y'all to be able as men to control your sexual objects, and who is better to control? Not a grown woman, a child. So let's let them think that being gay is wrong, even though most of these politicians are closeted, they will put there in a non-female, i.e., either a trans woman, respectfully, or a gay man, they will, they have, but they're telling y'all that homosexuality is bad. We know what the fuck y'all be doing. Why Grinder always crashing when y'all in town? Who y'all? For what? Why would they do that? Why is it when it's a large political event, you straights are attending? Grinder is hot. There is no gay agenda. It is a pedo agenda. They don't want you to be gay because they want to be gay alone and in quiet by themselves in silence. And they don't want you guys to promote it because if you're gonna be gay, it should be quiet. Nobody should be loud and gay. Be quiet and homosexual. I mean, be loudly heterosexual and quietly homosexual. That is what they want. They want you to be closeted. Hide that shit. Do it, but do it in your close quarters like we be doing it. See you fucking up. You out there being a drag queen. You out there turning yourself into a woman. Fuck no. I can't do that. And you shouldn't either. Law. That's against the law. No drag queen, no transsexuals. Fuck y'all. Literally. But no. That's a politician in a nutshell. They are the most closeted. But yeah, I'm gonna end on this note for real. This is the final note. Like I said, I don't think a black man is gonna watch this. If so, it's gonna be not too many. I'm gonna make this a free video. But Shannon is and should be an example to you black men who heavily prefer white women. I don't, it's so many other examples. I mean, the dude who got shot not too long ago, a couple years ago, he had she was a white OnlyFans model too. It's a trend here, huh? You got and even taking race out of it, you got the Diddy's, you got the R. Kelly's. Like I said, these motherfuckers can't control themselves sexually. You have to have self-control. And if you want to do wild shit, be smart, get your paperwork together, have these hoes sign NDAs, have a list of things that are okay and not okay for y'all to do and perform on each other. Get your pay because by the time once you get into it for real and you start doing this paperwork, you might not even want to do it no more. You can be like, this is just too much effort for me to get my dick sucked from the back while she hanging from a fucking chandelier. This is just too much effort. Let me just not even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But you have to go through the steps if you're gonna do that and be smart. You gotta be smart. You gotta play smart. And if you, like I said, and on the flip side, maybe you'll find you a girl who you can do every nasty fucking thing with that you actually like. Y'all, but see, the thing is, y'all be like, I don't want to do nothing nasty with the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with because I don't want to look at her differently and I don't want her to look at me different. Okay. And I can understand that too, but I mean, shit, y'all don't have a lot of options because women in general, because a lot of people like, well, a black woman wouldn't do what that white girl did. It's less likely that a black woman would, but I know that there are some black women who would extort that man. Now they might have took the 10 million. Cause I know you offer me 10 million, I'm gone. You ain't gotta hear a word from me ever again. Cause that's more than enough money for me to do what I need to do. Maybe later on I'll do a tell all book. Maybe like 5, 6 years from now after the NDA go out. Make me some more motherfucking money. Hell, you say. And now you still got to deal with the public opinion. But I, but black women, some of us would. That's why I said us, because I don't know. I might extort a nigga. You let yourself be a lick like that. He let himself be a lick like that, girl. And that's why I keep telling y'all white women are so manipulative. They so manipulative. That's why I think less likely that a black woman would do it, not because there's not any bad black women, but because that is only a white person's type of manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Where they find a way to take everything that you have. You get because that's what the fuck they do. That's what they do, Shawty. So that's what she did. She got him by the balls. So I need for you black men to get your shit together for real. For real, this man was just he just signed $100 million contract. That shit might be snatched. Had to step down from a very reputable job. He might still have his club Shay Shay, but he gonna have to work that shit to death because people are only gonna tune in the beginning to kind of haze him. He's gonna get hazed. He's going to get ridiculed. He's going to get attacked. He just is. And he either gonna have to brace himself for that shit or disappear for a while. But people not gonna forget. By the time he pop back up, it's gonna be like, oh Shannon, so we gonna talk about what happened? Or we gonna act like it didn't ever happen. You know what I mean? That's I hate it for him, kinda. I don't feel bad for him. I just hate it for him, you know. I really do. Cause it's a black man. I root for everybody black. Again, it's irritating. Makes me sick a little bit. It's sad. That's the better word. It's sad. It makes me sad. That's the better word. Irritated because I'm sad and disgusted that he did that shit. Disgusted. You couldn't find you some young looking 25-year old so that you won't get so much heat. You found a teenager. She is a teenager. And they said they were saying that it was going on for 2 years. So she was 17. Nigga, 17, 15. 15, 13. Because some 13-year-olds from the span of, I give it grace, 14 to about 18, sometimes children around that age all look the same age. A teenager. And when you look at that girl in the picture, again, she's white, so they age differently, but she looks very young still. So it's not even the fact that you had this arrangement with a girl, because again, I know how sex work is. Some men want to be dominated by women, or they want to be the dominant in a BDSM type of situation, because that's what it was given. But the age is the biggest concern. Of course, you got some weird niggas that's going to defend that. Well, she's of legal age. Legal don't mean right. Legal is not a moral standard. Cause bitch, I'ma smoke weed and ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's against the law in certain places. Where I am, it is. Y'all can try to tell on me. It's not gonna work. But and, it's just I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It's like I don't know what to say because I say it all the time. Black men, stay away from white women. I made a video before all of this shit happened with Shannon. I haven't even released the video yet. I'm gonna release this video before I release that one. But I made a video about the issues with interracial relationships. And I'm not against interracial relationships. I just don't necessarily condone them. Not in this state that we're in, not in this climate. Not in any climate that we've been in previously. The history is just too fucking much. And I'm not trying to invalidate anybody's relationship because I mean, it's people in my family who date interracially. I might, again, I say this again too. I might end up dating interracially because the quality of black men is making me want to expand my horizons. Sorry, not sorry. But I still have my feelings about it. And if I got into an interracial relationship, I would express these same feelings with my significant other because they are important and they are valid. The world has been against black people. One of my videos, I don't know, I think the video I made earlier today. You'll see it eventually. I make so much content now. But it's racism is interwoven in the fabric of humanity. Not the United States, not just in Africa, not just in South Africa, not just in Japan, bitch, the world, the entire world, the entirety of humanity. Racism is interwoven into humanity. It is that profound. These people tricked us and created race when, yes, to be cliche, it's only one human race. And now here we are in situations like this today, where you got two issues. The one issue is that she's white, which shouldn't even really be an issue, but because of the way the world is, it's definitely an issue, right? And then the second issue is her age, which should be an issue because even in nature, very rarely will you see um two animals of vastly different age groups intermingling with each other. A 55-year-old and a 19-year-old, they have no space being amongst each other unless the 55-year-old is a caregiver. But on that note, like I said, it's a very unfortunate situation. Another black man has caused himself to lose. He's caused himself to lose because he lacks self control. But we continue to see it, and I don't know when it's gonna stop. What is it gonna talk? Like what is it gonna take for you niggas to stop? What what more do y'all need? How many more examples do y'all need? Why is it like a child who watches somebody burn their fucking hand off on the stove and y'all still go and touch the same fucking stove knowing how hot it is? You just gotta see for yourself. And that's fucking crazy. Y'all are that rebellious that y'all will put everything on the line just to try. Just to try. Just to try with these white bitches. Just to try. Y'all will put everything on the line just to try. And then when that fucking fire hit your ass, cause you didn't want to pay attention to the last nigga that stepped the stove and now his hand is completely burnt. You lost your hand just because you can't fucking pay attention and listen. Just because you have no self control, just because you got this grudge inside of you against white men that you want to go fuck they white women. Yes. Y'all want to try it all the time. Just because. It's sad and it's disgusting. I'm tired of seeing it. Tired of seeing it. I got a last question because I might post this as a clip again for you niggas. Always talking shit about black men. Again, this specific group of black men I'm talking to. If you want to align yourself with them niggas, go ahead and be in the comments because I'm going to shoot at your ass too. When's the last time you ever seen a black woman do what Shannon Sharpe did? Black woman. When the last time you seen a black woman do what Diddy did? When the last time you seen a black woman do what R. Kelly did? Can you name them? And this is not a competition. This is for y'all to realize the state of black men, how easy y'all are to risk everything for a piece of pussy, especially if that pussy is white. I am out of here.